Assalamu alaikum, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are watching us. I am Sarah, live again from my business page. Today we have a very special guest all the way from England, and she is a fellow business partner and an entrepreneur and has a very vibrant and energetic personality. First of all, I would like to thank all my followers and who like and comment on our business page. It truly means a lot to us. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I work as a medical assistant in a medical center. I manage and run the medical clinics and also work with different doctors. And Alhamdulillah, now I'm a proud digital business owner. I help people around the world start their digital business online. And I love my work. I love my job. I work as a mentor in our business community as well. So, moving on to our very special guest, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, Mlishani. I hope Mlifia will know. My name is Mutemba Mumba. I'm a digital entrepreneur. I work as a clinical research nurse. I've recently relocated from one part of England to another. And
Oh,
so I'm in the new year, new things, and new 2024. I've been doing my business for the last 2 years and a half, and it's been amazing opportunity because you know what? I wasn't working from October till January, and you know what that means. So I'm so grateful that I'm in this business. Um, on the side, I'm also a mother of one beautiful boy called Kumalo. I'm sure on my page you have seen my son
yeah.
making noise or disturbing my advertisement.
No.
Otherwise, I work with Sarah. We're in the same community. We're in the same amazing community like everybody else. So please stay with us. For those that are watching and those that are going to watch later on, we're grateful for your time and coming into your space as well today.
Thank you so much, Matimba. So, moving on to our questions for the interview, can you please tell what this business is all about?
So, this is a digital business that runs on automation. It's a business that's flexible. It's a business that's lucrative. It's a business that you can run on the background while you're enjoying family time. It's also a business that can be run by anyone from any industry. It doesn't need any qualification. It doesn't need you to have done any business in the past for you to run this business. Particularly, I like it because it's flexible. As you heard, I work as a clinical research nurse. It doesn't stop me from working, it doesn't stop me from being a mother. Right now, as we are doing the interview, the business is running in the background. That's the beauty of this business. And the internet is so vast. It can, it can accumulate all of us in it. It's got no traffic. Why not? So all you do in
Right.
our community, when you come in, you work online. The business runs itself. We offer training and also we offer support. You can't do, I don't think there's anyone who's been successful who's done everything by themselves. When you do it together, you achieve
Right.
more. And we
Right.
do that. We have got support, we have got mentorship, and we support each other as well. Mothers, single mothers, people from all industries, including doctors, engineers, nurses, cleaners, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to
Yeah.
work to qualify to be in this community. So thank
Right.
you.
Okay. Yeah. So that's an excellent answer, Matimba. So, how did you come to know about this digital business?
So it was, I think it was in 2020, before COVID happened. And I
Right.
used to work, as I said, I'm a clinical research nurse, but then I used to work in intensive care unit. Now I found myself in a place where I didn't know what was going on. And because I suffer with asthma, I was at high risk. But then I have to provide
Oh.
and care for my patients. So I started thinking
Mm-hmm.
about what else I could do. One, the workload had increased. to my son was only about 2 years old. So I used to leave him with long periods of time. So I'll leave home about 7 and I'll come in at 11 when he'll be sleeping and he'll be sleeping again. And when I'm at home, I'm
Right.
very tired. I didn't have any time to spend with him. I'm sure some of you can relate with the job that is so
Right.
demanding. And not only
Right.
that, COVID, people didn't know, or even the clinical teams, they didn't know what it was about or the impacts that it
Right.
would have on our mental health. So I started struggling with that. But I didn't want to go to university. I didn't want to start a business because in my lay mind, I thought starting a business, you'd have to have a shop or you would
Right.
have to go and open somewhere and turn up all the time. So I started
Mm-hmm.
thinking nearly like 2021, I started praying for something that I could do that would give me freedom of time because I'm a mature mother. I have got a child. God has given me this precious gift, but I'm
Right.
not there to spend time with him. I'm
Right.
missing out on him first walking, him first scrolling because I'm at work. Then
Right.
life then doesn't make sense. Revenue wise, I'm struggling because we're not earning enough. So then when I started praying, just scrolling on YouTube and just looking
Right.
around, I
Mm-hmm.
saw an advert of my mentors talking about
Right.
a digital business that runs on automation and that you can run in you can start from scratch with support. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't true. Like I was so skeptical. And I'm thinking, okay, there's something inside me that says this is good for me. But then again, I'm thinking, this must be a scam. Can there be such a business that you can run without you opening a shop, which means a
Right.
traditional business? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking to myself, I need to watch this again. So I watched
Right.
another one again and another one again. Then I
Mm-hmm.
thought, okay, they're
Mm-hmm.
saying sign up, it's free. Let me try. There I went. I
Right.
tried. I signed up, and it's true they sent me a link, and I'm thinking, they want my email so they can hack me. So anyway, I said to
Right.
myself, I'm gonna try, and there I
Right.
tried. And when I watched the
Mm-hmm.
complimentary webinar, I was blown away. I started
Right.
thinking, oh my God, there's so many people. It's diverse, it's
Right.
inclusive, and they are like
Mm-hmm.
myself. And they are telling a story that is like me. So therefore, I
Right.
thought, let me give it a go. 2 years and a half later, I'm still here.
Right. And
And
doing
that is how I started.
amazing. Yeah, and
Yes,
and you are a role model for all of the ladies like us, like
yes,
moms who really
yes,
want to do something, staying
yes,
home or as a
yes.
side hustle.
Mhm.
So yeah, you are a great role model for all of us. So
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
yes. So, moving on. So you never wanted to have another, what you can say, a part-time job or a business that needs you to be there all the time. So this is what we are offering in our on our platform, that you can with your even current job, you can stay home and earn extra while in your free time.
Mhm.
So, moving on to our next question. So, can you please tell us that what exactly we do in this digital business? What is our role in this business?
So, what we do is we help people like ourselves who are like minded. And I will really emphasize on the like minded person who is myself, who's looking for change, and who's like myself, who's fed up of the day to day pressures. We help them to start a business from scratch. When I say help, it doesn't mean that I do all the work for you. You
Mhm.
have to do it for yourself because in the beginning, you want that change. I am there as a support network to help you, to direct you, to navigate where you need to go. And if you have any questions, I am there to help you to set up a successful, lucrative business that takes your pressure away from the finances, from the revenue, from that emergency that you don't plan for that moment when you need that revenue and you don't have it. What we do is when you sign up, we coach you, we mentor you, we support you. We are there all the time. And how we do this is by when you sign in, you do your training, but you need to want the change.
Right.
The change is for you. The change is not for me. I have made my change. So when you come in, yes, we are role models. We're supportive women, strong women that want change for our families. But also, if you want some of that goodness coming out for your life, you need to be able to switch your mindset and condition your mind that you deserve it, and condition your mind that you can do it. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Don't worry about the
Definitely.
nursing side of my life. Just look at
Right.
me as a person, as a mother. I'm Mutimba, and I am from Africa originally. I'm from Zambia, and I've settled in a foreign country. So I'm in diaspora, and I've been able to make it in a digital business that makes me be inclusive in it. So when we say that we
Right.
help you to set up a successful business, we're talking about training, we're talking about mentorship, we are also talking about support. The support is, it's limitless, because you will get support from us, you will get support from our team, you will get support from the community, and you will get support from external entrepreneurs that do talks as well. So
Right.
all that goodness plugged in, this is
Right.
what our community is all about. And you know what? We are global. We have
Yes.
everyone, every
Yes.
country in the world is in this business. I can tell you that. And
Right.
funny, because some people, when they tell their story, they're actually telling your story as well, but without you even opening your mouth. So
Right.
condition your mind, make sure that you're serious about your change. Make sure that when you start, we will not force you to say you need to join, you need to join. You can come in and watch our complimentary webinar, which is free, and you think, no, this is not for me. That is fine. But at least you would have learned something, because you know what? Now working, the new smart working is digital. Whether you
Yeah.
like it or not, it's digital. You are on
Right.
Facebook, you are on TikTok, you're on Instagram. Wouldn't you like to earn while you surf?
Right.
It's
Right.
no
Definitely.
brainer, guys.
Yes, so the new age is the digital age. So
Definitely.
you talked about skepticism, that you
Mhm.
were skeptical. How you can tell our viewers to, set your skepticism aside and just try to look into our program. How did you remove, like, take were like less doubtful? How
Yeah.
did you do it?
I always like to answer this with a real life
Yeah.
situation, and I am the guinea pig in it. So I have told you I'm a mature mother. I had my son when I was quite mature enough. I wasn't a young mother. So that on itself gives you the maturity to be there for your child. And you're
Mhm.
not there for your child where your child is calling out for you, banging the window while you walk away. You will be in tears as you walk. Being a
Right.
mother, you have that.
Right.
When I started this with the skepticism, I thought about it. Is it the fear that will station me and imprison me to be able to maybe work less, earn more, and be there for my son? But also, I have an aging father who has now passed away. God rest his soul.
Oh.
I have to provide financial support for him so
Mhm.
that he can be looked after in Zambia.
Right.
Now, with a very small nursing salary, how am I going to do that?
Right.
Because I'm literally sharing my revenue at the end of the month. On top of
Mhm.
everything else and the bills and every
Mhm.
demand that I have, I also
Right.
have to look after my dad, who's
Right.
aged and who's very, very sick. So
Mhm.
I then thought about it. Would it hurt for me to go ahead and have a look?
Right.
Because change is adaptable.
Right.
But it can only be adaptable if your situation is, you know, when you need to be uncomfortable to be
Right.
comfortable. I
Mhm.
have been in a situation where I have tried a business, a traditional business, and I lost
Okay.
money. But then again, does it
Oh.
mean that I'm not going to try again? I tried again,
Mhm.
because the only way I'll grow is by trying. And if they're
Mhm.
saying it's lucrative, perhaps it will help me to reduce my hours, be there for
Mhm.
my son. Perhaps it will help me to also send money to my dad. That is comfort.
Right.
So, therefore,
Mhm.
when I looked at my individual circumstances, I thought this business is going to help me to set all these things up. Right now, I am telling
Right.
you, I'm a single mother. I haven't worked from October
Right.
last year till
Mm-hmm.
January. How do you
Mm-hmm.
think you've been surviving? It's this business.
Right. Right.
So if you
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
station yourself to a prison because you're skeptical, every
Mm-hmm.
day that you wake up, you are skeptical because you're going to work, you are in
Right.
competition with your work colleagues, you are in
Right.
competition with your schoolmates, you are in
Mm-hmm.
competition to get on the underground, as I've been saying, that I have to get to work on time. When you
Right.
start school, you're in competition because you want to get good grades. So
Right.
every day of our life, we just don't realize it. We can
Right.
be skeptical, but we have to still keep moving.
Right. Right.
So
So I
that
think
mental piece,
having the willpower and
yes,
analyzing your situation and want to change
yes,
really
yes,
would remove your skepticism.
yes.
That's an excellent answer, Matimba. Thank you so much.
That's
So
okay.
one of the thing I always ask my guests is that what is the best thing that you like about our digital business? What do you enjoy?
Flexibility,
Oh, good.
flexibility, 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 because it doesn't have demands on my life. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have demands that I have to be there. I have recently visited my country. I was in Zambia. I was able to do interviews while I'm in Zambia. I was
Right.
also, the business is set up in the UK, but I am in another continent, which is in Africa, not in Europe. I'm able to still do
Mhm,
this
mhm,
business and answer queries about my business. But also, the most benefit is the revenue, because the more you plug
mhm.
in, the more you work hard, the benefits that you see. But also, it's important
Right,
to go into something not just for the revenue, but for growth, because the growth
right.
will come with revenue. And as you grow, good
Mhm,
things start happening. It's just the same. This is, I think, a good example of when we pray to God and say, please, God, give me a house. God has received the
right.
prayer. He's going to send you that house. But are you
Mhm,
specific of what house you want? Do you want a 2 bedroom? Do you want a 3 bedroom? Do you want
mhm,
do you want a base house? Do you want an upstairs house? You need to be specific. So therefore, when I
mhm.
am doing this business, I'm thinking my son, my dad, myself also, because there's also the psychological well-being, which again
Right,
in this community I love, because we are
right.
inclusive. It's not
Yes,
about color, it's not about religion, it's not about
right.
sexuality. It's just
Mhm,
about you, Mutimba, as I come.
right.
Sarah, as I come, I've come to
Yes,
you and I've come to learn.
right.
The inclusive state that we have in our community makes us thrive and become better, because
Mhm,
that's the whole reason. And then we have got integrity, because even though Sarah is my business partner, if she succeeds, I succeed
mhm.
as well. There's no
Right.
competition between us because we
Mhm.
succeed together, and together
Together.
we
Yeah,
can. So I love that
right,
about this business. I really love that. The inclusivity, but not only that, just the integrity and respect for
right.
each other's views. I love that about it. I really do.
Exactly. Yes. So in every business or any situation, as you mentioned, there is a competition. But what the same thing I love is that everyone is there for you. If I would ask anyone, they would just jump in to help me out and give me such good advice,
Support.
and will be there to support me for either a live session or a question that I have. No, the mentors and the coaches are there, but all the community members, they just jump in to help you and leverage you to be successful. So
Yes,
this is the best thing also I love from our
yes,
community.
yes.
Okay, so in the end, to wrap up, Amatemba, can you please tell our viewers any advice you would like to give, any suggestions uh, to the viewers who are watching?
I think it's very important when you look at yourself and your situation everywhere in the globe, things are difficult. You can never run away from that. That is a fact. You might run and say, oh, I'm doing better and I'm doing better tomorrow and I'm going to do better. That is fine. But for those of you that are like ourselves, that wanted a change and wanted something better and good things for our families, we then started doing something on the side. This business is flexible, as I'm saying to you. This business is lucrative. It doesn't have any demands on you, but also everyone is on the internet. Wouldn't it be better for you while you surf, you earn? Is
Right.
the earning, does it start straight away? No, it doesn't. You have to
Right.
work at it. Are you going to have bad days sometimes? Yes, you
Mhm.
will. Are you going to have a lot of good days? Yes, you will. I'm not going to say come in the business and then you start earning a lot of money. That is
Mhm.
not what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
saying come in the business, fix your mind, have a positive mindset. And also, like now, negativity doesn't station me or hold me in prison. Every time, if I
Right.
cannot do something about it, I then learn that next time when this situation comes, this is what I'm going to do. But also, when I've come into this business, I've found myself so
Right.
much about just me that I didn't know before.
Right.
I didn't know what Mutimba loves. I didn't know what Mutimba wants. I didn't know the goals that Mutimba would achieve
Mhm.
without leaning onto my family. Because sometimes when I went to my family and I told them about this business, they were skeptical. They
Mhm.
said, oh, it's a scam. They'll eat your money. They'll do this. Oh, don't do that. But look at me now. From
Right.
October to January, where are those skepticisms that were stationing me? They are not there
Right.
anymore because I've overstepped them. So every
Mhm.
time you start something new, it's good to think about the revenue, but also think about what it would benefit you, what
Right.
it would, how you would achieve it by yourself. Because sometimes it's always good to say, I tried.
Right.
I
Right.
failed, but I tried. And even if you fail and you try again, you are starting from experience. You're not
Right.
starting from zero. And everyone
Right.
starts at zero. Whether you're a deputy manager, whether you are the minister, you're the president, you started at zero at one certain day.
Mhm.
And then you grew and you became better. And now you are the president.
Right.
So don't be scared of starting something new, especially in the new year.
Mhm.
Obviously, we say it's complimentary, which means it's free, and you
Mhm.
need to invest. The investment is dependent on how you want to invest. Again, it's all about your personal circumstances.
Right.
So be encouraged that we are mothers, we are an
Mhm.
everyday person, and we're doing it and achieving our goals in this business. Don't let skepticism station you and imprison you from moving forward. If you
Right.
come in and watch the webinar, you would have learned something. If you
Right.
come in and stay with us, we are winning, and together we can.
Mhm.
So I think
That's
that's what I
amazing.
see.
Yeah, a wonderful suggestion that you have to take the first step.
Yeah.
And moving forward, we are community and we are here to help you. I had an amazing time with Timba. Thank you so much. You took out
Thank
time
you.
on a
Thank you.
weekend. I understand everybody is busy, but it was a pleasure having you on my
Thank
page.
you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you,
much.
Sarah. Thank you.